Radio, the Tug of War.
The Tug of War, baby.
Tug of War, man. I will tell you, it's a perfect word for this, because this Vegas shooting does not make any sense, I swear.
I don't get it. I don't every time something comes on the news, it's something different. It's crazy.
It is. As a matter of fact, I was going to try to do a video a week ago, and then things changed again. It's bizarre. So I'm not sure what to do.
Well, I've kind of been out of the loop a little bit. Let me move this around here. I've kind of been out of the loop a little bit, and so kind of give me a heads up on what's new and any new information coming about, or what?
Well, yeah, of course. Jesus was using a different Social Security number.
Okay.
It's not even his real Social Security number. Yeah, I mean, it's just stuff like that. It's bizarre. It's like, why isn't this guy in jail? I mean,
interesting.
I mean, look, everyone's innocent until proven guilty, right?
Right.
And so what we're trying to do is basically, as investigators, we prove innocence.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty. Look.
Right.
Paddock.
I want you to be innocent.
I want everyone to be innocent.
Right.
Same with Paddock. Okay. I mean, look, no one actually saw him pull the trigger. We don't have on any weapon. We don't know which weapons were actually shot out of the Mandalay Bay. We don't know if any were actually shot. We don't know if his fingerprint was on any of the triggers. Even the trigger for the gun that supposedly killed him. I mean, we don't know anything, but the narrative across mass media is Paddock. I got it. Everyone wants to know who did it.
Right. Well, everybody, and it's easy to blame. It's easy. It's easy to accuse. I mean, we can tell that on the news today, every day. Somebody's accusing someone, and so it's really, they're guilty before it's even, researched any, because accusations, for some reason, are it's almost like they're guilty in this world that we live in, and they're not. It's just someone saying he did it, and that's what we have here with the Vegas thing. Is that we have the sheriff's department, the FBI or whoever saying this guy did it, and without any proof behind it. And we don't even have video. And this is something that I brought up the other day to you, is that there's so many video cameras in Vegas. You should know down that hhallway there's probably half a dozen. And in the church shooting that happened just the other day, that was in Texas, they have video. In a little small town church, they have video. But we don't have it in any place owned by MGM, Luxor, Mandalay Bay.
No.
No interior videos.
Or even exterior, because there's cameras all
up and down the strip.
Right.
That's right. So it's crazy. It's a weird scenario. Go ahead, man. But like I said, I've been out of the loop a little bit. So
so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, talk about some of the stuff that I've seen so far, and because what we're trying to do is build the picture, right? I mean, we kind of have to build what I would call a pattern of life. We kind of have to build normal, right? This is what normal looks like, and what we can benefit from is if we don't take into account a lot of mass media and what they've said, and only look at the interviews by the people who were actually there, and then combine all those to make sense, because they were there. So they said that this happened, then that has to take priority. I mean, they were there, and if they change their language and their narrative, then we know there's a problem.
Right.
So that's kind of what I've found.
And we're not even, but we're not even at the shooting yet.
Not even at the shooting, man. Because basically what I did was I looked at the Mandalay Bay. All right, I looked at the Jesus, right? We looked at Hodges. We found out, and I'll show you, if Hodges basically was confirmed to be in a different room. He was in room 314, not 134. All right, I think he was just confused and liked the publicity or something. And then we've got Stephen Shuck, and then we've got 3 police officers who were interviewed, who were the first 3 on the floor.
Okay.
And they actually were interviewed by, I think, CBS. And that is very, very interesting.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah.
I mean, literally, all we're taking is the facts of basically the subject interviews.
Right.
Why these guys,
dispatch also.
Well, and dispatch, right. Yeah, and we don't know the name of the person who was on dispatch, but we do know that the person, the female, Lillian Rodriguez, I think is her name, who started up the GoFundMe page for Jesus Campos, is a dispatcher somewhere in Vegas.
I didn't know that.
Right.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it? And it's a female voice. So, I mean, I don't know. Right. But I'm just saying that that is kind of interesting. So, anyway, so we're going to go back, and we're going to add, obviously, we've got your stuff that you put on all 3 whiteboards. All right, we already have that. Right. I'm not going to use a whiteboard today, but I still have to buy 2 extra. Actually, I'm going to buy 3 extra, so I have 4, and I have 1 more than you. But, all right, but right now, I put everything in a narrative and a timeline. This timeline is crazy, and just so everyone knows out there, basically what we've done is we've taken day by day by day timelines, right? And then for 1 October, we did a timeline every minute of every hour for the entire day. Yeah. Trying to fit this stuff in. And so, but let's go back.
Are you attaching it to these YouTube videos?
No,
as like an attachment,
yet.
A PDF attachment?
No, not yet, because it's not. I'll do that in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is all of this stuff gets too confusing.
Yeah.
Because it conflicts with each other.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we need to do some other things like maybe link analysis or whatever, timeline charts, just because a lot of the things that happened in the past, like you briefed the last video.
Right.
There's a lot of things that have impacted and influenced this.
Oh yeah.
So one of the things when I went back to 2014, and what I found was, and this is, as a fire investigator, this will be interesting for you, okay?
All right.
And I have to say this because we can't really go to the firing on. We can't even go to the first bullet shot.
No.
Yeah. We have to set the stage. What does right look like?
Right.
What was going on right before all hell broke loose?
Right.
That's what we have to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So in July of 2014, and this is in the paper, and I have links for all of these. All right. So in July 14th, 2014, the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas wanted to stay at the forefront of security. All right? Make sure they offer guests peace of mind.
Ah, right? Okay.
All right. This is the narrative that was listed in this article. The Mandalay Bay, approached Time Locks, all right, the world's leading supplier of Zigbee wireless online electronic locking systems for hotels and resorts, to help them provide the much-needed security solution. After a thorough evaluation, Time Locks recommended their DC-1 ONE online electronic locking system with Zigbee technology. The DC-1 Online offers a cost-effective solution facilitating reliable two-way communication from standalone electronic locks to the time lock software server and the PMS system. Unlike offline standalone locks, the DC-1 Online provides total security control from one central location, utilizing Zigbee online communication capabilities that eliminate the need to travel to each guest room to perform tasks such as reprogramming individual locks, canceling master cards, or identifying and changing low batteries. It also eliminates the need for a guest to return to the front desk to change a room or extend his or her stay. All right? By centralizing these functions, hotelers increase employee productivity and guest satisfaction. Also, DC-1 Online components communicate with multiple rooms at once, reducing the number of network components required for installation when compared to other online technologies. Quote, one of the really great features of DC-1 Online is its Zigbee communications that allows management to identify alerts and schedule events to be emailed to individuals and groups. It kind of means maybe an email was sent to people for the door. That was alarming.
If there's a door that's an alarm,
Right.
that's alarming, it would be
Email.
definitely sent.
Yeah. For instance, if a door is left open, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is in 2014, man.
Right, right.
All right, so for instance, if a door is left open for a for a certain period of time, a security guard can be notified to investigate and close the event on his PDA.
Huh.
Did he have a PDA?
I never said he had a PDA.
He never said he had a PDA. Was he even a guard? All right. So anyway, or a conference room door can be scheduled to be opened at a certain time.
Did the engineer have a PDA?
I don't know. Never said.
He never said, did he?
No. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, man. So anyway, that's something that happened in 2014. Now, what's interesting is when you listen to the owner of Mandalay Bay and his interview, right? Because I mean, he did an interview too.
Okay.
He came in and said, and I got it written down here somewhere. He came in and said, basically, yeah, over the last year, he's really surprised this could happen in his hotel because over the last year, he brought in Navy SEALs, he brought in DOD and FBI and Tom, Dick, and Harry, and it's really tight.
Huh.
Joining me now for an exclusive interview, one of the giants of Las Vegas, Steve Wynn, chief executive of Wynn Resorts, who's been thinking about this problem for a long time. Steve, it was over a year ago when you said that Las Vegas was a target city and you were going to harden your hotels and casinos. What did you do?
Actually, it was 2 years ago at Thanksgiving, and I got every consultant and advisor I can think of to come through, from Ray Kelly to people from SEALs Team 6. It took us from Thanksgiving until May to develop and institute and recruit a program of counterterrorism, and it'll be 2 years this May. And it started in 2015.
And without going into kind of things do you have on your facilities?
Basically, we had to recruit and expand security by tens of millions of dollars to cover every entrance, to retrain the entire workforce from housekeeping and room service, and people are in the tower and observing people. We had to cover every exit and every aspect of the building to see if we could identify and preempt any kind of terroristic or violent action. It's never perfect, of course, but what you can do, to use local vernacular, you can change the odds, I guess.
Okay. Well,
That's
that
interesting.
including 2014 time locks.
Right.
If I was time locks with Zigbee technology,
Right.
I'd be a little worried
I'd
because
be
I
kinda
don't
worried.
want you in my hotel
Yeah.
because obviously it's not working.
Right.
Because if you had that, don't you think all the windows would be like that too? So they would know when the windows were busted.
Exactly. And
Right.
and here's the other thing too is that has anybody interviewed that company and questioned
Their security,
that process
right?
that they say occurred?
Right.
Because
The dispatcher, at least the police dispatcher, I don't think we've really heard too much with the Mandalay Bay dispatcher, but the dispatcher, not that I know of, has ever said anything about an alarm going off, windows breaking because 2 windows broke, and or glass anywhere. Right. So, okay, and then all right, January 2017.